One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. Throw left side, complete. That's Pierce. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Next to score, Bears 7, Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give right side for Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Okay,
here's
ready?
a 2nd and 8.
Hey, Cash. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Off play action. Keys. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
On the set. Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why I decided to go for it there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Pierce fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To the air, Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Rome Odunze. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
18 Cardinals, 77 Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Keys. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Looking to throw. Keys. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. A good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, come on. Set. Viking, 18.
Gibbs straight ahead. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 48 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
To throw, Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. That's underneath to Pierce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking to throw is Williams. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos now to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready,
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Flash. Alert. Alert. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Get up. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Get up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Keys. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Carter.
Now they'll audible to something else. 2nd and 13. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Here's Williams. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Ready.
A final shot before break. Keys. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
No, here we go, here we go. Panthers, check, Panthers, flash, flash.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
What is it?
Operating from the gun, Williams. Open man down the field, that's Burden. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
6 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
What is on?
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
What is up?
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Santos' kick is up and through. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
What is up?
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on him. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Keys.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third
Let's go
down.
now. Cowboy 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2 yards to go, second down. To throw, it's Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
What is it? Hold on.
Williams from the gun on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Off to the races. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Ready, go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, 26 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
On the jump.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
18 Cardinal. Let go.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. Oh, he faked it with a joke. Now he's got some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get it. Steady.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Touch the Eagles. Bronco 80.
Off play action. Keys. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Gibbs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie it again. 28-all. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 25 yards that time.
25 yards on the play. That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got this complete to Burden. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Williams on the stop. A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes second down.
Watch Spurs. What is up? Vegas. Yes.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
Yes. Cover. Vegas. Yes.
To throw, Williams. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
Now first and goal.
What is it? On.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bears 35. Lions 28. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Start.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
18, 19, Charger, 19, Charger.
Back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Got it. Ready?
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
19, 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
17-yard line.
2nd and 5.
What is up?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
What is up? Vegas, Vegas! Yeah. Pebble, yeah.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 42. Lions 28. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Step 50, step 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Chicago, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.